What's up guys, and welcome back to another vlog. And today I'm going to be doing another camera review vlog. I know this is 2 days in a row. Yesterday I went on and on about my problems with my Sony RX100, but today I wanted to take a look at a camera that I'm not having problems with and that I love and that I am using every single day, and I've used every single day since I got it. And I got it for Christmas from my wife and my 2 kids. They combined all of their Christmas money for me, and they went out and bought me the DJI Osmo Pocket. I've been looking at this thing since it was first announced at the, I don't know, around the beginning of December, end of November, somewhere in there, and fell in love with it the instant I watched a video about it, and I just knew I had to have that camera. That camera was going to be a key tool in my video arsenal, and I dropped plenty of hints that I wouldn't mind getting it for Christmas if they combined all their money, and they came through for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this thing can do. There's lots of videos out there on the web talking about this, so I'm not going to do a super comprehensive talk about it, but I'm just going to talk about the things I like about it, the things I've found to be good, and the things that I've found to be not so good. But don't get me wrong, I love this camera. Overall, it's a great camera. So this is definitely on my highly recommend camera gear list. So first of all, it's not that expensive. When I first saw it, I was expecting it to be in the $700 to $800 range, honestly. But then when I saw the price of it, that was only $350, I was sold. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. So first of all, it comes in this sweet little carrying case, so you can carry it in your pocket without worrying about breaking off the gimbal while it's in your pocket or something. So it's nice and sturdy, hard plastic, has this rubber strap that holds the camera in. So you remove the rubber strap, pull it out, and voila, there is the camera. Isn't it so cute? It's so cute, and it's so tiny. It is way tinier than I was picturing it, even watching videos. But despite its small size, it does have some pretty good weight to it, you know, because there's battery in here. So it has some pretty decent weight, and you want some weight because that helps you hold your hand more steady. So watch how fast this thing turns on. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna turn it on. And just like that, it's ready to film. And you hit record and you're going. And then when you're done filming and you want to put it back in your pocket, you just hit the power button right here, and it goes into the position ready to be placed back into the case, just like that. Slip it back into your pocket, and this does fit in your pocket, and you're ready to roll. SD card slot here on the side. It takes micro SD cards up to 256 gigabytes. I only have a 64 gig in here right now, which if you're shooting at 1080, 64 gig will hold like 4 hours of footage. But if you're shooting 4K, 64 gig is only going to hold maybe a little over an hour's worth of footage. They say that it will record on one charge for about an hour, 2 hours, I think, 120 minutes if you're shooting 4K. And if you're shooting 1080, a little more than that. So you just swipe like that to go through the menus. You can pick, 4K video, whatever you're wanting to shoot. So it's really easy to navigate. It has 3 different gimbal modes. It has follow, tilt locked, and FPV. So when you're in follow mode, when you tip the gimbal, then when you tip it, the gimbal will tip the way you tip, but it'll just do it smoothly. Okay, so that's follow. You put it in tilt locked, now it will stay on that axis. It won't tilt the camera no matter how you tilt it. A really cool mode is FPV, and FPV means it's going to follow your tilt wherever you're tilting, and it's also going to follow if you rotate. So you can make some really cool tilting videos that you couldn't really do with other gimbals unless they were able to, you could use a control stick to twist the camera. So you could take this thing on a roller coaster, and if you go upside down on the roller coaster, the view is going to flip with it. So when I'm holding it, I triple click this button. It puts it into first person view. So I'm walking down the street, I said, oh, I want to vlog for a little bit. So I triple click, it spins around, now it's locked onto me. So watch this. Even if I rotate the camera, it stays locked onto me. So wherever I move, the camera moves. See, I'm not twisting the camera at all. The camera is following my face. That is really cool. I love that, because then I can be holding this in my hand and vlogging, not looking at the screen, worrying about whether or not I'm in frame, because it will just keep me in frame. I love that it will do 4K up to 60 frames per second. I don't use that a lot. I shoot mostly in 1080 just because 4K files are so huge and my computer does not like to play back those files. So I shoot in 1080 mostly, also for file size. The file sizes are so big when you shoot 4K. Occasionally I'll shoot in 4K for certain, situations. It does shoot up to 120 frames per second in 1080, but it's not the highest quality footage. The footage is noticeably degraded, so I won't really be using that much. My Sony RX100, when it works, see yesterday's vlog, will shoot up to 120 frames per second, and it is really good quality video. So I would use that if I'm going to go for super slow-mo stuff over this, but this would do in a pinch. And then this dongle right here on the front of it, you just slide it out like this, and then you can turn it around, slide it on like that, and now you put your phone on here and it will open up the DJI app. Take it like this, plug it into the phone, wait for it to launch the app, and voila, you're now filming. And you can do all the controls on the screen. There's a thumbstick here that you can change the gimbal tilt and pan and everything. You can do all that using the app. The other thing you can do with the app is you can go into Pro mode, which allows you to access more frame rates and also be able to manually set your ISO and your shutter speed. And that brings me to one of the things I don't like about the camera, and that is you cannot access 24 frames per second in the menu settings on the camera itself. You have to plug it into your phone and go into the Pro mode on the phone. Then you can set it to 24 frames per second. Now, once you unplug it from the phone, it will stay in Pro mode and keep filming at 24 frames per second. But as soon as you make a change on here, it goes back into basic mode and it kicks you out of the 24 frames per second. So DJI, please add 24 frames per second to the basic settings. It's basic. Come on. They added 25 and 50 frames per second in the last firmware update, so how hard would it be just to add 24 frames per second as well? That would make me so happy, just if they could just do that one thing. So the things I love about it: face tracking, small size, the 3-axis gimbal stabilization, the pocket case to be able to put it in your pocket, and which, by the way, I haven't heard anybody else say this, but I look at this case and it totally reminds me of the original, like the old cell phones from the 90s, the big brick phones that were like these huge literal bricks that people put up to their faces. This is like a small version of one of those phones. I know, the things I notice. Out of the box, this camera will only connect to your phone if you use this dongle. They do sell an adapter, a wireless adapter that you can plug into the bottom, and it makes a wider base, so you can set this on surfaces and then you can connect wirelessly to it with your phone using that same app, be able to control it, move it around, tilt, pan, everything, start and stop it recording, set the frame rates, shutter speed, do all the custom stuff. And I did purchase the Osmo Pocket expansion kit, which is this, and it comes with 3 things. It comes with the wheel controller, it comes with the holder that allows you to use GoPro mount accessories with the camera, and then it comes with the wireless base. So real quick, let's just look at those 3 accessories. So first and foremost, you have the wheel controller, which is this, and it slides right in to this same port, just like that. Turn on the camera. That never gets old. So now this wheel allows you to adjust the tilt of the camera, and if you flip this little switch, it allows you to adjust the pan as well. And if you go really fast, it'll go fast. If you go slow, it'll go nice and slow. And then these 2 buttons add 2 more functions to it. This button, one press, switches it into selfie mode. Press it again to go back into forward facing. And then this button toggles between the different follow modes. Next accessory is the GoPro mount adapter. So that is a real simple, you just unhook it like this, kind of just like a GoPro camera opens up. So that thing opens up, it goes over the same ports that the other accessories snap into. Close the back door, hook that, and then snap it shut. Now you have a GoPro mount right there, so you can use GoPro accessories to mount it. Either you could mount it to your chest, or to a tripod, to a selfie stick, whatever. And the nice thing about this is that it leaves enough space on the bottom to put the wireless adapter on there. So you could have this way up on a monopod, have it way up high, and you could have your phone down in your hand, and you could be controlling, seeing what the camera is seeing wirelessly, and control the pan and the tilt and start and stop recording and all of that remotely. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to being able to do that in many situations. Let's look at the 3rd and final accessory in the expansion kit, and that is the wireless base. So it just looks like this right there. Okay, it just snaps into the USB. It has a USB port on the back so that you can have it plugged in and charging while the camera is in the base. So, and it just basically fits on just like that. And just like that, it's connected. The light is lit up, so you're connected, and now I can connect to the gimbal remotely with my phone and use the DJI Mimo app to control the gimbal, just as if I was plugged in using this thing. So I'm loving the accessory kit. I just got it in the mail today, and which is why I'm doing this review today. I was going to do this tomorrow, but when I got that today, I thought I got to just do this because I'm excited to talk about it, and so I'm doing this a day early. But this camera, I can't say enough good things about it. Now, having said that, what things do I not like? I don't like the tiny screen. It's hard to see if things are in focus or not, but it's doable. I can live with it. These are all things I can live with. Another thing I don't like about it is that it has a built-in battery and it's not swappable or removable. The battery life is fine. I haven't had any problems with it. You know, you can charge it on the go. You can plug it into those portable battery packs and charge on the go while you're using it to extend the battery life. If you're out and about and you are running low on battery, take one of those battery packs with you. But honestly, I haven't had to do that yet. It's lasted just fine for me through any day of filming that I've wanted it to last through. But I am worried about the longevity of the battery. You know, as batteries get recharged and go through many cycles, they start to degrade and break down and not last as long. So I am worried about in the future whether this battery will last and keep a good charge. So in a nutshell, in case you can't tell, I love this camera. I can't say enough good things about it. There are a few things I don't like, but the things I love about it far outweigh the things I don't like. Is it a super high quality professional grade camera? No, it's not meant to be, and it's not trying to be. So if you're expecting it to be that, you'll be disappointed. But if you're expecting it to be an extremely portable, high quality camera that will get you really good footage for family videos, vlog footage, B-roll, whatever, you will love this camera. It's worth every single penny that you pay for it. It's a bummer that you have to spend a little bit extra money on this accessory kit. Not everybody would want these accessories, so by parting it out, I can understand. That way, if people just want this and they don't need wireless and they don't need this control wheel, why put them into every kit and make everybody pay extra when some people won't want this? Let the people that want these things pay extra. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm sure there's some things that I've forgotten to say about this. Maybe I'll do another video of it down the road after I've had it for a while, just to see what my thoughts are still on it. But I've been using this thing since I got it Christmas Day. I've been using this every single day, and it has not let me down, either with the kind of footage that it's gotten or with the ease of use or anything. Everything that I was hoping to get from this camera, it has given me, and then some. But that's going to go ahead and do it for me today, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow.